Hello and welcome to my JKD Academy. My name is Sifu George Hajnasa. What I'd like to introduce to you today is how not to stab someone. Usually the question comes in is, does JKD use knife defense or they use the knives to attack people? My response to them is, like in JKD, I teach how to defend against a knife or a dagger. I don't teach people how to go and stab someone. Just so a reminder, it's illegal to stab somebody and you'll go to jail. So a lot of people I've noticed on YouTube and so forth, they teach how to, people how to stab someone. That's the last thing I want to teach somebody is how to take a knife and stab them. It doesn't take an expert to actually stab someone. Anybody could put a knife in their hand, they could go around stabbing people. That's not what we promote. What I promote is actually self-defense. I don't promote how to go and stab people. If some people want to practice the knife and how to use it and so forth and other styles, that's good, but not in JKD. Especially me here in JKD Academy, we only teach how to defend against the knife. But not to say that I cannot use the knife effectively. It's like in JKD we always refer to as fencing. We take off the sword and we put on a fist. So the process is vice versa. So now we're going to get rid of the actual fist and put on a sword, which is the knife. So if you put a knife in my hand, I'm going to react just as if I'm punching you. So I'm going to use the knife. So I could slice you just as fast as I could punch you. So you don't have to practice knife slicing or knife attacks. If you're a JKD guy, you just got to practice how to have fast hands and build your reaction and sensitivity. So what I'm going to go over right now is, this is my student Tom. He's going to help me demonstrate. So we're going to go over some of the things that a lot of people question and you see on YouTube people slicing. So for example, if Tom is going to come in with a knife and he's going to go try to stab me, he's going to come up to me and he's going to actually attack me. So the attack is here, the threat is here. I take the knife away, I could strike, right? He didn't know I had a knife in my hand. So the same exact effect, if I take this knife, you can see I use it as if, I could slice him just as fast as I could punch him. So here's the straight leg punch, which is the stab. Here's the backhand, which is the slice. Come back with the hook, which is the slice. Now, am I going to go teach my student to take a knife and stab someone? Again, I couldn't repeat this enough. It's illegal to stab somebody and you will end up in jail. So try not to carry a knife and try to go around stabbing people. The best thing is to practice how to defend against the knife. If somebody is going to try to attack you, I'm going to show you some defense techniques. And a lot of these techniques are very effective against a threatening attack. That means if somebody really wants to threaten you, just like Tom did, he came up and he was actually threatening me with a knife. There's other techniques that are a little bit more advanced, but somebody's actually coming at you, which is very hard to do. So that requires a lot of timing and distance to strip the weapon or take the weapon away. Okay? So we'll go over some basic stuff today, and I'll do another video against a moving target and how to use timing and distance to get rid of the knife or at least save your life. Okay? But it's good to know the technique than not knowing it at all. But don't forget for one moment that if you put a knife in a JKD hand, that we can't use it. I could use it very effectively. I could use it super effectively. So first threat, he's got the knife into my stomach. I'm going to take the hand, if you notice, I collapse it on the inside, outside. So we're going to go very slow. We're going to go from different angles. From here, 1, 2, I collapse it this way. So the knife is away from me. So when it's here, I collapse this way. Now if the threat is higher, the same exact technique applies. So when it's here, my hands are up for a reason, because what do you want, man? Please, leave me alone, The hand collapses here. Okay, I take it, I strike it on the inside, outside. So I push on the inside, pucks out, push in hand, outside pucks out, I collapse the fingers. The minute I touch these fingers, the knife, now let's say somebody holds it really, really tight. So that's not going to work, because normally when they have a knife, they think they have the upper hand. They don't. 99% of the time, they're so focused on the knife, they think, oh my God, sorry, this is the knife he's holding, I pop the elbow. You can see the knife is here, and I could pop it, I could strike, I take the knife away, and we could go over some fancy stuff. For example, this, slice, up, hit. Okay? The only time I would stab somebody if my life is in danger, and I have to really defend myself. Okay? So, again, so we're going to go up here, first threat, hands up, collapse, inside, outside. Lower, inside, outside. He's holding to the knife really tight, hand up, I collapse, I push it away from me. I push, I pop, bring the elbow up. I turn his hand like a throttle position, and I pop down. Now I won't hunch over because he won't feel nothing this way. I keep my body straight and I collapse him down. Okay? Now this other fancy stuff, it's great if you want to strip the weapon, but believe me, once you drop your weight on this, his elbows pop, this knife is going to fall. And you can do whatever you want with it. Okay? So it's first technique. Second technique, it's going to go against the outside of the neck. From here, now there's two ways you got to think about. I can't go this way, I'll cut myself. I have to go away from him. So I'm going to push the knife away this way. So if I go same direction as the blade, I could cut myself. Now when it's on this side, if I go this way, I can't go this way. I'll cut myself. So those are the two things you got to really be careful with. So how do you build that? Later, it becomes natural. You would know which way to go, which way not to go. So if it's on this side here, hands are up, I turn to pivot my body. So I'm going to do it from this position. Hands up. It's like, what do you want? The minute he talks, I pivot and rotate my body so that I control the wrist. I don't care about the knife anymore. I took the knife away. You got many things you could do. You could strike, you could hit, paintbrush here, the hand goes under, you lock, you could break the elbow, you could break the shoulders. Okay? So, I got it. Now, when it's on this side, I can't go this way, I'll cut myself. I go the opposite direction, I break here, same thing. So I go here. When it's on this side, what do you want?
Give me mine.
I turn, I pop. Okay? So when it's on this side, what do you want, man?
Give me mine.
I turn, take him down, and this could be, he's going to end up flipping because he's going to go the same direction as his wrist, or whatever the head goes, that's where his body's going to end up. Okay? All right. Third technique, he's going to go underneath, so he's holding it against my neck. So what do you want? What do you want, man?
Give me mine, man.
See how I'm right here? I'm going to push this hand, this is the closest to the hand. As my other hand collapses on the inside, and I stab him with his own knife. So we're going to go this way, hands up. What do you want?
Yeah, give me mine.
From here. So it's going to go here. Either the knife flies away, or it's going to go stab him. If he's holding on really, really tight, the knife is going to stab him. Okay? Which is a lot of people, they're so nervous, they think they're going to get you, like, argh. Okay? So he's holding on to the knife. It's like, what do you want, man? So please leave me alone. So I stab him here with his own knife, and you could actually apply other stuff and break the wrist, but you don't need it. Once you stab him once, he's going down. See, I've noticed a lot of people when they do the knife defense, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, what the hell? How many times are you going to stab him before he drops? You're going to hit him once, he's going down. Okay? I mean, unless he's really on drugs and he's going crazy, you might stab him a couple times. But all these slices and different angles, I don't find it necessary. Okay? So when it's here like this, you collapse, stab. Okay? Now, if he holds my hand and pins me against the wall or something, now this hand's still free. Okay? If he's lefty, I do the opposite technique. But let's say he's holding my hands like, what do you want? Please leave me alone. Now, I don't care. Hold it really, really tight, Tom. Hold it super tight. He's holding on really tight, and he's a big guy. So now watch how easy his hand comes up. Hold it tight. I don't care how strong he is. My hand will come up. So he's going to hold it. Ready? I come up here. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to collapse it. Okay? So remember, just because he holds your hand, it doesn't mean you have to, the technique is not going to work. It's going to work just as effective. I pop. Okay? Here's the trap. See? The knife is way up. Okay? All right. So now he's going to come from behind. What do you want? My hand's free this time. Let's back up a little bit. He's got, my hand is here. Can you see my right hand, Tom? He can't see what I'm doing unless she looks, right? But he can see this hand. So this hand won't do anything, but this hand is going to do the reaction. I'm going to turn and pivot. I pin it against my chest. I strike to the groin. And this hand goes under. I stab him up. I hear, take down, take the technique. I strike. But again, you can do 1,000 things from here. Okay? But we're only focusing on knife defense. Just very simple. We're going to keep it effective. Okay? Now this time, he's going to hold it again. He's going to hold my hand this time. Same exact technique applies. Hold it really tight. I don't care how tight he is. Please hold it tight. Hold it tight. Hold it tight. Nice. He's really not struggling, right? He forgot about the knife. He's so like focused on this. It's like he's holding me back, but he forgot about this knife. I don't care. I still strike him. Hold me tight. Hold me tight. Doesn't matter. It still works. So just because somebody grabs your hand, it doesn't mean it's not going to work. Okay? So same exact technique applies. I don't care how strong he is. Okay? Now, you're going to go underneath. So we're going to go from here. Let's go do it again. 1, 2. 1. Strike, under, stab, and we go into the fancy stuff. I'll show you those after. I'm only going to go over just very basic stuff, okay? So I'm going to repeat them again. Same technique, push out, up higher, collapse, push your body back, okay? Third technique, on this stand, I pivot back and I pull him off balance. Okay? Doesn't matter how strong he is. Once you step back, you pull him off balance. But if you don't want to pull him off balance, just enough to really distract him, just a little step, we'll jerk him back. Okay? We'll jerk him forward here. You can see, if he's on this side, to pivot and turn, pop the elbow, don't hunch over. Okay? So now from the back, without holding the hand, I pivot and rotate, strike. As you control the hand, I step. He grabs my hand, my wrist, doesn't matter, you can still do it, go under, stab, and so forth. Doesn't mean you can do 1,000 things with it. Okay? So those are just the very basic. So try to work on those, and I promise I'll make another video to show really fancy stuff. For example, come and stab me. Okay? So whatever, this stuff works, so that you didn't expect that. So if somebody comes in and stab you here, I pivot in, grab, I strike, kick the back, and break. So all these things, if he wasn't my student, believe me, I would have taken that knee out, and he would have been out on his way down. Okay, so as he comes in, I pivoted here, the strike went here, another strike up. This strike alone would have put him out. This is the kick, and I would have taken him down. But again, we're going to focus on just the basic, and we'll go over some more fancy stuff in a new video. And thank you for watching, and please don't try to learn how to stab people. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Tom, thank you very much, sir, and thank you guys. We'll talk to you soon.